Picking the best games of 2019 wasn't an easy task. We spent over 8 hours deliberating our awards this year, and perhaps the hardest part is just how incredibly different our top nominees are from one another. Outer Wilds excels in exploration and discovery. Ace Combat 7 gives us excellent dogfighting in a genre we don't see enough of. Disco Elysium solidifies its world and characters through deft wordplay, while Resident Evil 7 instills a sense of panic and absolute terror. Coming up are 14 categories for which we selected awards. While there are a few standard genres represented, we want to put more of an emphasis on different aspects of games that we appreciate. Following these categories, you'll find our top 10 picks of 2019, and finally, our choice for Game of the Year. If you want to learn more about what drove our choices, you can also check out a recording of our behind-the-scenes deliberations with over 8 hours of conversations on these games, as well as a couple bonus categories. Now, it's time to reveal the 2019 Easy Allies Awards. Best Shooter. And the nominees are Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Hunt Showdown, Metro Exodus, and the winner is Metro Exodus. Best Competitive Multiplayer. And the nominees are Apex Legends, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Hunt Showdown, Killer Queen Black, Tetris 99, and the winner is Apex Legends. Best Cooperative Multiplayer. And the nominees are Death Stranding, Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Super Mario Maker 2, and the winner is Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Best World Design. And the nominees are Control, Luigi's Mansion 3, Outer Wilds, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and the winner is Outer Wilds. Best Remaster or Remake. And the nominees are Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Resident Evil 2, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. And the winner is Resident Evil 2. Best Expansion. And the nominees are Assassin's Creed Odyssey: The Fate of Atlantis, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Forza Horizon 4 LEGO Speed Champions, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Shovel Knight King of Cards. And the winner is Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Best Game to Play in One Night. And the nominees are 1980X, Blazing Chrome, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Untitled Goose Game, Watam, and the winner is Sayonara Wild Hearts. Best Character. And the nominees are Dr. Casper Darling from Control, Edelgard from Fire Emblem Three Houses, Kim Kitsuragi from Disco Elysium, Parvati Holcomb from The Outer Worlds, Takayuki Yagami from Judgment. And the winner is Kim Kitsuragi. Best Narrative. And the nominees are Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Life is Strange 2, Outer Wilds. And the winner is Disco Elysium. Best Music. And the nominees are Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, Sayonara Wild Hearts. And the winner is Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Best Platformer. And the nominees are Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night, Katana Zero, Super Mario Maker 2, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, Yoshi's Crafted World. And the winner is Super Mario Maker 2. Best Song. And the nominees are BB's Theme from Death Stranding, Begin Again from Sayonara Wild Hearts, Daredevil from Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 5, Don't Think Twice from Kingdom Hearts 3, and the winner is BB's Theme. Best Role-Playing Game. And the nominees are Disco Elysium, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Kingdom Hearts 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield, The Outer Worlds. And the winner is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Best Trailer. And the nominees are Diablo 4 Announced Cinematic by 3 They Come, Kerbal Space Program 2 Cinematic Announced Trailer, No More Heroes 3 The Return, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 The Game Awards 2019 Announced Trailer, The Last of Us Part 2 Release Date Reveal Trailer. And the winner is No More Heroes 3 Return.
What did you do? I'm a goddamn superhero.
And now the nominees for our 2019 Game of the Year. Control, Control goes farther than just exploring the spooky realms of the paranormal through its chillingly haunted halls, cleverly written memos, and unsettling characters. It closely studies how far one could and should go in trying to master destructive entities beyond our understanding. Jessie Faden's journey takes her through the heart of a bureau that succeeded and failed at this impossible task, creating moments that are both empowering and nerve-wracking. Her fancy gun and otherworldly abilities evolve in spectacular ways, allowing you to blast apart each area in a beautiful ballet of chaos. It turns the innocuous, like a fridge or a motel lobby or a janitor's cassette player, into the unforgettable.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Death Stranding. While we may not be sure what to think of extinction entities in the afterlife, Death Stranding captivates with a distinctive sci-fi setting driven by discovery and connection. It pushes you to find your own route forward. Then once you connect to other players in a region, you get to see that landscape through new eyes. It's satisfying to get likes for a pathway or structure that you've laid down, or to deliver someone else's lost cargo. The physicality and simulation aspects of transporting packages makes it surprisingly engaging, and as you complete more orders for people, you're consistently rewarded with new tools to play with. The story can admittedly read like stereo instructions at times. However, strong performances from key characters still deliver emotional payoffs. It's a long journey through the end of the world, and tackling it together with other players and BB by your side makes it feel worthwhile.
I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Devil May Cry 5. It's remarkable that Dante's original groundbreaking journey came out nearly 2 decades ago. So many have come and gone in that time, but Devil May Cry is still firing on all cylinders. DMC5 is an unabashed action game that not only refuses to shy away from complexity, style, and cheesiness, but wears all of those qualities like a badge of honor. The more you dig into the combat, the more you get out of it, with a huge arsenal of tools spread across 3 very different characters. The ceiling is sky high, and with just a bit of effort, you'll be able to chain skills together in the most satisfying and hilariously awesome ways. Not to mention the gorgeous visuals and larger-than-life enemies only add to the sense of awe. Devil May Cry 5 isn't a friendly reminder of a former great, but aggressively proves that the series is still the genre juggernaut it always was. Disco Elysium. Our winner for Best Narrative and Best Character this year owes a great deal to its beautiful literary writing style. If we were to do a list of best video game writing of all time, Disco Elysium might still be hard to topple, but excellent prose and dialogue aren't the only things that make this game so special. The intricate, intriguing story, the personification of classic RPG stats, the ability to be a sorry cop or an art cop, the way your choices can turn the life of the truly wretched main character completely around or make it much, much worse. All these elements combine to make the journey of Disco Elysium one well worth taking.
Be a hero. A prophet. A madman.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem's ascension reaches a new apex in Three Houses, a fantastic strategy RPG that's just as much about the relationships you forge with your students as their professor as it is about the countless rewarding battles. It's a game all about the tough choices right from the get-go, forcing you to select a group that you'll share triumphs and tribulations with as you grow together through the school year. Yet Three Houses indulges your curiosity by allowing you to undertake each path if you desire, each providing an equally satisfying resolution, further lifting the veil on a fascinating story.
I suppose there is only one thing to do. I must demonstrate my excellence.
Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 2 is an emotional roller coaster with something to say as long as you're willing to listen. This is a video game that manages to delicately portray serious themes like racism, gun violence, and religion in an accessible manner. The 5-episode journey chronicles the bond between brothers Sean and Daniel Diaz as they head for Mexico to start a new life. Each episode is thematically, aesthetically, and sometimes mechanically different, ensuring that amidst all the tears and sadness, it's still fun to play. The cast of characters that come and go bolster the union of brotherhood between Sean and Daniel, and Life is Strange 2 has instilled us with powerful memories we will never forget.
What you and your brother have is the most important thing. He needs you, and you need him.
Luigi's Mansion 3. As if living in the shadow of their more popular companions, Luigi's Mansion games seem to bashfully come and go as they please, but 2019's third entry solidifies this strange subseries as one of Nintendo's strongest properties. Luigi's Mansion 3 has mastered the tone of the fun kind of spooky, like Halloween specials of your favorite cartoons. That said, the conceit of a haunted hotel is often dropped to give way to imaginative and unexpected new areas, and it's always for the benefit of creating a fun game. Our primary interaction with Luigi's Mansion 3 may just be the suck and blow of a bottomless vacuum, but up until the game's final moments, new and creative opportunities for environmental interaction keep popping up, making it impossible to ever get tired of being an undervalued spiritual janitor. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds is a masterclass in game design, world design, narrative design, puzzle design, mystery design, creature design, and the music is pretty darn good too. The care that went into every corner of Outer Wilds is just as evident as the respect it has for the player. Outer Wilds is a game that wants to teach you and terrify you, that wants to revel in your discoveries and introduce you to new and enigmatic wonders. The fact that this game is so strong no matter what order the player chooses to undertake its many challenges is nothing short of a gaming miracle. A miracle as simple as a supernova, or as complex as opening your eyes. Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is an epic blend of nostalgia and renovation expertly showcased within the iconic Raccoon City. The balance between survival and horror is masterful, with a handful of difficulty options to increase or decrease the tension, along with additional modes and unlockables that make replaying each scenario a pleasure. The comfortably familiar halls of RPD are housed with the most realistic and relentless zombies in franchise history, adding a fresh sense of danger and desperation as they shamble towards their next meal relentlessly. Of course, they pale in comparison to the imposing Tyrant, a heartless bioweapon that makes the Terminator look chill. Even after narrowly surviving the horrors of the city countless times, we constantly itch to do it all over again.
Focus, Claire.
Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro is greatness through adversity. It's a game that, in typical From Software fashion, demands patience, a willingness to learn, and a strong commitment. Yet unlike other similar games, there's little choice but to throw yourself into the thick of close-quarters action. You are a lone swordsman, and mastery of the weapon is of the utmost importance. Without knowing how to constantly execute quick parries, you'll find yourself immediately overwhelmed. Few games make you feel so in tune with your own blade, but the greatness of Sekiro doesn't stop there. The many white-knuckle skirmishes take place in increasingly outlandish places against increasingly outlandish foes. It's a glorious journey, one that you must fight tooth and nail to see through until the end. And the Easy Allies 2019 Game of the Year is... Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Like the edge of Wolf's Blade, the challenge of Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice has been sharpened to the point that it can cut through almost anything. Even with the freedom of the shinobi prosthetic and a second life to burn, the combat relentlessly assaults you from all angles. But through the blood and tears come skillful revelations and moments of victory that generate an unrivaled euphoria when they're overcome. In between these blistering standoffs are gorgeous vistas to breathe in, tall towers, and bottomless gaps to smoothly grapple across, and a focus on stealth that takes the genre-defining From Software gameplay to heights we never thought possible. Reaching and conquering its masterful finale is an accomplishment that topped all the other amazing and varied adventures we experienced this year.
我が忍びよ。主従の約定に従い。命を落とし、我に仕えよ。
キヨイ、